Hello, I'm going to talk to you today about dispensation and what is the role of dispensation in architecture governance, in architecture compliance reviews, and setting up an architecture review board. So typically, it could be any process, but you can allow a certain dispensation to it, which is actually meaning like a certain temporary allowance for non-compliance of certain rules and things like that. So recently during the pandemic, the Department of Commerce in India, Department of Telecom in India actually relaxed the rules for BPOs or business process outsourcing companies to allow their employees to work from anywhere, work from home, and they relaxed that dispensation which could allow employees to work and contribute from anywhere and not really come to the office because of the pandemic. And Narendra Modi also on Twitter acknowledged that it's a great move for India and it's going to encourage a lot of young talent to pool their workforce and create a nice growth for the economy, and subsequently acknowledged by NASSCOM, head of NASSCOM, Debjani Ghosh as well. So they said work from home is here to stay, and it's for people to reap the benefits of it and India to grow as an economy. There is a huge young population that would be really willing to work in this mode, work from anywhere, work at your own convenience, and that's going to explode the economy like anything. So the point here is, the Department of Telecom allowed for additional dispensations along with this rule is what the communication said. So that's where I want to talk to you about the word dispensation. What does it mean? So when you create a process, so it is like saying that if there are deviations to this process, then we will allow it for a certain period of time in this particular fashion. So that's dispensation for you. And typically, like I remember, some companies we used to have this rule that employees should sign the register between 9 and 10 o'clock. And there was a dispensation allowed that if you come late post 10 o'clock, you'll have to sign the register in the department heads or the engineering heads office. You have to really show up there and then sign up there. So it is not saying that it's not possible. It is possible, but with a caveat. So you could have dispensations which are open-ended, which could come with a caveat or a clause and things like that. So dispensation is basically a temporary different way of doing things, a temporary exception for the normal route of, let us say. So at times in your customer delivery process, you could actually have CRD/CD processors, you could have a whole number of patchers, automated testers, and you could have 3 stages of testing. One is the pre-test, post-test, then post-test, and then they call it as RAT, SAT, and FAT, and things like factory acceptance test and things like that in various companies by different names. And for some reason the client says the patch is extremely important, I cannot wait for all your procedural hurdles to say, okay, you have to go through all of these things. So in such cases, what you do is ask them to give a temporary dispensation saying that, okay, we are going to give this patch to you, please give us the patch, and we are okay to bypass all the testing rigmarole that comes with the process. And this is the client himself saying, it's not you're imposing on him. In such a case, you take a temporary dispensation and then allow for a deviation in the set process, give him a patch on the side, and for which he's willing to take the risk and so on. And so that's typically dispensation for you. Dispensation is like basically a temporary breakaway from your set compliance rules and guidelines. So the general rules are it should not be allowed for a large amount of time. It should be allowed only for a short period of time. So that's dispensation for you. So here is leaving you with this quick tip. Do like, share, and subscribe this video for more such tips and techniques to turn your organization around. Thank you very much for watching.